message I send. I'm gonna take a trip to Vegas, going hunting down on the strip. I got a bet to make on a real big stake, throwing down my platinum chip. So if I cross your trail, better turn your tail, boy, you ain't gonna give me the slip. I broke every casino, free side to Reno. Won't stop until I get my prize. I'm gonna chase you down in Vegas at the end of a lonesome road. My Pip-Boy's lagging and the screens are dragging and it takes forever to load. I fought 1,000 thugs and a million bugs, boy, you're just another glitch in my code. I broke every casino, free side to Reno. Won't stop until I get my prize. Oh yeah! Woo! I'm gonna take a trip to Vegas with my two favorite friends. I got my .44 and bullets galore and caps are planted to spend. I got the courier blues and a real short fuse. It's a hell of a message I send. God damn it, not again.
What's up, everybody? Hope everybody's doing good on this Tuesday night. Wasn't really planning on streaming because gotta go to bed, work in the morning. Kind of happens, you know. These 9 to 5 jobs, I tell you. Sorry, 7 to. Poor Carlin. Poor Carlin. She's a 7 to 7, so. She wakes up, but we're together because this is a strong relationship. So we both get up at 7. She's yelling at me for like maybe 30 minutes. I have to wake up at like 2 hours later. Jesus. Okay. Enough of that. Hey, James. So I just wanted to touch base. There's just been a lot of news today, and I share some thoughts on Twitter, even on the Source Wall Twitter page as well. And I just wanted to stream and just share some thoughts about what's happening today. The first things first here is this producer's letter coming from Pandarus. This is the Daybreak acquisition was bought by EG7, and what this means for DCUO. So reading here from the forum post, hey everybody, today Enad Global 7, EG7, entered into agreement to acquire Daybreak Game Company, and we are excited to confirm that includes Dimensional Ink Games and DC Universe Online. We are excited to confirm this change will have next to no impact on DCO's development, team, or operations. We still have the independence we have embraced as Dimensional Inc., and our plans for the game remained unchanged. Looking far ahead, we expect the additional support in joining EG7 will help make our adventures over the next 10 years as bold and as invigorating as the last 10 years. Speaking of plans for N years, DCO's 10th anniversary, of course, coming up on January 11th, 2021, and we have quite the celebration planned. I think it's actually going to be a pretty hot one. look for that and the producers layer early in the new year, where we will share some of those plans and what's next for the game. Until then, from all of us here at Dimensional Inc., we hope you have a safe and happy holidays. Landon Falls, senior producer for DC Universe Online. It's been a while since we've had a thing go on. Oh, thanks, Mom, for liking the stream. Thanks, Mom. It's really actually kind of small. I really need to change that. So, and just even talking about the acquisition here, coming here from MMORPG, EG7 to acquire, they put EverQuest developer. Thanks, MMORPG. You know, Daybreak does other, I don't even want to get into it. I like MMORPG, but damn, guys. I was here from an update. We know a bit more of the sale thanks to a press release from EG detailing the breakdown of how the sale, as well as the outline of why EG7 bought the Daybreak Game Studios. It's a lot to really go into, but here's some words coming from the Daybreak executive chairman and majority shareholder, Jason Epstein, also stated in the press release. On behalf of Daybreak team, we are elated to be joining the EG7 family. The combined companies are strategically positioned to expand Daybreak's unique and iconic portfolio of live games and will help amplify our passion of making great games for our communities. As a long-term shareholder and prospective board member, I look forward to working closely with management to expand the company's footprint by identifying opportunities that fit the successful growth plan executed by EG7 over the past years. So it was definitely reported by Game of the Future first. I read on a couple of other posts as well. EG7 takes 100% of the shares in Daybreak, $300 million in cash and shares. And the biggest thing that we need really keep in the back of your mind too with EG7 is, as I said down here, this move comes not more than a week since the announcement that EG7 would also be buying the MechWarrior Online developer Piranha Games for $24.2 million. The press release, I definitely recommend folks reading it because it actually does go into a good detail of that DCUO is really not hurting financially. Even Daybreak, the game are working. They're profitable. It's looking good. So EG7 coming in to buy it out, that's great news. Coming from the producer's letter, nothing really changes. As we all remember, Daybreak Games as a whole is basically a publisher for these games, for EverQuest, for PlanetSide 2, for DC Universe Online, for Lord of the Rings Online, for Dungeons and Dragons Online. They see themselves as publisher. Back in January, the studios split into their own separate game studio. So Dimensional Inc. Games still working with Daybreak Games because of DC Universe Online, but remember that the new game that they are working on, the next big game that hopefully we'll hear about next year from Dimensional Inc. Games, is still not something that is tied to Daybreak Games. It can definitely be optioned for someone else to be the publisher. Let's see, coming over here. EQ over DCUO. Boo. Evening, Dave. How's it going, brother? Who and what is EG7? Never heard of them. They are a Swedish company. I'm pretty sure. I think actually there's a link. Full press release. Yeah. So they are. Let's see. This is a lot of big information. I'm trying to see background. So EG7 is a group of companies that develops, markets, publishes, and distributes video games for PC, console, and mobile on a global market. The group comprised EG7's as Petrol's, Sold Out, Big Bubble Blue, Piranha Games, and Antimatter Games, among others. They're based out in Sweden, so it is a Swedish company that is coming to pick up Daybreak Games. They even show off their portfolio as well. Development experience includes Rising Storm 2, Vietnam, My Singing Monsters, Warhammer Vermintide, Dead Island, Evolve, Battlestar Galactica Online, and more. I don't know any of the new upcoming games, but then, of course, they also have publishing and distribution experience and also marketing campaigns as well that they've worked with many big names, So, yeah, they're a Swedish company. but they look like I'm really impressed with the portfolio. EG7 also worked on WoW. Oh, that's pretty neat. Probably for some marketing stuff. Hell yeah. But I just want to make sure, and of course, I have no insider information about anything, but all I can really say is I'm going to go with the optimism of Pandaris here that nothing's really going to change on the development stuff because of all this acquisition stuff. Dimensional 8 Games is still Dimensional 8 Games. They're still making DCUO. They're still rocking out stuff. And Daybreak still holds as their publisher. Whether or not, I don't really think that we're going to see Daybreak Game actually like change their name or something, but I'm kind of hoping that EG7 really comes in and looks at Daybreak Games and sees what can be fixed, what can be better. Example, literally how the games handle their marketplaces, how they handled like the Daybreak Game cache. Daybreak Cache. Daybreak Cache is very still archaic, definitely needs to be looked at, restructured, and easier to be used among every other game here. But we really won't know the effect of EG7 until at least maybe even especially in 2021 to see what happens. They seem that even in the portfolio or in the press release, they seem that they're really eager to work with Daybreak Games and work with the individual studios to get those games polished and published and keep on doing what the studios are doing. Again, we got the next big thing right now. We got the winter event coming up. Honestly, it should be coming up very soon, probably even this week. I would expect it. And another event going on will be definitely the speed run from DC Universe Online, the community event speed running in one of the raids. Can't wait to really see the teams and see how that goes out. Good luck to them. And I'll probably on Thursday actually talk a little bit about my thoughts on the speed run. But I am super excited to see it, to see how it plays out, and good luck to all those teams too. So the next thing a little bit I wanted to talk about was something that was announced today, not really tying in to the announcement, but it's announced. Coming here from SJ Nerd of Prey, who is no longer DCUO's creative director. We do not know who the new creative director is, and once that individual steps forward, good luck to them. But I think DCUO is still in great hands. Coming here from SJ's tweet, congrats to my friends at Daybreak Games on the bright future. And speaking of bright futures, I've got one of my own. Now seems like a good time to mention that I have left the company several weeks ago to start a brand new adventure abroad in 2021. DCO players and fans, I thank you for an incredible, unforgettable journey, an amazing part of my life that would not have been possible without you. And if you're following me for the latest DCO news, no hard feelings, please make sure to follow at DCUO. And rest assured, the future of DCO is in great hands. If you're interested in my personal news, pop back sometime in 2021 and I may be able to share. Again, thank you all. And I don't know what else to say except I wish nothing but the best for y'all. Long live DCO. Long live the Legion. Let's see. SJ has gone radio silent. Don't see Mushroom anymore. I mean, that's it. And Yins is not coming back. Yins is definitely not going to come back to this. It's super sad. It was sad to see Yins go. It's sad to see SJ go. I don't think anyone really remembers Chris Chow. Or Chris Cow. Thank you, Brittany, for the like on the stream. Facebook, yay. I don't think anyone really remembers Chris Cow. I really don't. But, Maps for creative director. Oh, well, why not? He is, I think, one of the longest running members of the DCO family. So, have at thee. Jack is still there, as far as I know. He is still. So Jack wasn't the creative director. Jack was almost like, I think, like vice president or something. I'm sorry, guys, I'm not getting his title right, but he actually runs Dimensional Ink Game studio. He actually runs the studio itself. You remember those cupids? You leave my cupids alone. You leave my little cherubs alone. SJ coming in, and I've met SJ at SOE Live, and she is a phenomenal person. Great to talk to, and you saw the love that she had into the game with really every episode. You really did, especially Batwoman, especially with the Birds of Prey. Honestly, I think that once Birds of Prey came out, I feel like you know what? I've done what I wanted to do. I'm out. I'm gone. There will be no DCO 2. Oh, God, no. Not Call of... No, we don't need a Sea of Heroes 2. No. Let things die. But it is bittersweet that SJ is no longer with the company, no longer with DCUO. She's a super fan of the comics, super fan of storytelling, and I believe with her direction, DCUO has definitely gone in a good direction. We're all definitely going to disagree on the revamp. We're going to disagree on episode structures, but honestly, without her, we would not have Amazon Fury Part 3. Amazon Fury Part 3, thanks to her direction, took DCUO in the direction of episode structures and episode storytelling that it really needed to go. Of course, it can be better, no doubt. But SJ gave us definitely a new era and a new starting point with Amazon Fury Part 3. And I definitely thank her for that. Because, and again, I mean, those weeklies. But it is sad to see her go. And the person coming in really has a lot of big shoes to fill. You okay? Okay. Carlin liked SJ too. And we all did. And she's not really gone. She's still on Twitter. We can still easily hit her up. Give her an internet high five. But she has something new going on that we'll hear about next year. And I cannot stress enough, I wish her the best. Wherever she is going, whoever studio gets her, that studio is definitely going to prosper. And I can't wait to see what she does next. SJ, from myself and the DCO Source Wall, and of course some other community members, thank you so much for the work that you've done. Thank you to helping the team produce some fantastic episodes and some fantastic changes. And we wish you nothing but the best. So thank you so much for your service, and we really can't wait to see what you do next. Right now, DCUO, we are definitely we're in a lull. We still have Legion, episode 39 still going on. Like I said, right now, the next big things is going to be the winter event. We'll have the seasonal coming, and then we'll have the anniversary event in January. And then... of course, February is going to be Valentine's Day event. So we have some events going on, and luckily some community streams happening. And honestly, keep it up with the ideas, honestly, for the community stuff. Everyone misses Friday Night Legends. Well, you might not have the magic that Friday Night Legends actually had. Time checker, thank you so much for the resub, brother. While we might not be able to capture the magic that FNL was, we are at least able to see. We're actually able to experience something new, something young, and something that can easily be developed better. So any ideas you guys have for these community events, I'm sure Meps would love to hear them. Please shout out your ideas on the streams, over on the Twitter, over on the forums, especially the forums. And no, survival mode should die in a fucking fire. Should absolutely die. Trex, are you going to apply? I know you wanted to work with them. I did, but in the same way with how you don't see me streaming a lot is I love the work that I do now. I love my 9 to 5. I love my day-to-day job. And I mean, if Daybreak wants to do some part-time stuff, call me. You got my number. Like I'll do whatever I can. We'll make it work. But I'm 100% confident of the DCUO team that we currently have, and I can't wait to see what comes next. I can't wait to find out who our new creative director is, and wish them all the best luck. And can't wait to see what ideas they throw out onto the wall, and see what sticks. Thank you, Plus. Thank you so much. But please, everyone, I would please go over to SJ's tweet. Give yourself your best memory of DCUO that she's worked on. I mean, she's been here longer than AF3. Let me say that now. She's been with the company in the game longer than AF3. I just treat AF3 as the starting point because that's what I know her that she really worked heavy on to get that as a creative director, to get that up and running. She's done amazing stories in the past for the other episodes. So please go over to @SJ_Nerd of Prey. Show the love, share the love, show the love, and SJ, we're gonna miss you, but you're always here. We'll go back to old episodes, and maybe this weekend or something we can all just get together on everyone meet up, try to phase into AF3 and just take big group shots and just sign her off. But I just wanted to come and quickly just share my thoughts on it because I know Jareth tweet about it. I had a couple of messages come up to me and it's like, what are your thoughts on this? Like, I'll give my 2 cents. I'm not seeing anything truly negative on this until I actually see something negative. At the moment, it's best to just keep the optimism. And DCUO is not the perfect game. And I will never call it a perfect game. Is there room for improvement? Absolutely. But is the game still fun? Fun is always subjective, but I still have fun in it. There are things that definitely could be done better, and hopefully the new creative director has some ideas to how to make it better. And hopefully EG7 has some ways to make Daybreak better. Because even Daybreak needs to be better. That's all I want. It's like, I just want my Daybreak cards back, I want my little cards. So I can just put in a code and get everything from the store. Give me my cards back. I can easily do giveaways like that. I can do it for PlayStation and Xbox. I can't do it for PC. I'm effed on PC. Come on, help me, help you. But 2020 is ending with Daybreak getting acquisited. I don't know. It got bought out. I always go with that term. It's probably wrong, but I'll go with it. Daybreak got bought out. SJ is leaving, and so it's 2020 is a little like oh, they got bought out. Oh, SJ is leaving. Oh, well, this is 2020 in a nutshell. Mixed emotions. But 2021 is starting to, for me, it's starting to look a little positive to see what EG7 really has in store for Daybreak and what they can help do for Dimensional Elite games. So far, the lead producer seems like he's fucking excited. So let's get it done. Let's see what happens. Trex, do you think going in the direction of something similar to a Fortnite 2 would help revamp DCUO? What's a Fortnite 2? A direction of something similar to a Fortnite 2? Fortnite doesn't even need... No. I don't even know what a Fortnite 2 would even do for Fortnite. But the problem there is Daybreak or Dimensional Elite Games is still kind of a team. They have a team also working on a brand new game, and I do not believe it's going to be DCUO 2. I just don't see that. Damn, Cap. But I do. If we ever had a DCUO 2, if this team is working on a DCUO 2, cool. Good fucking luck. But if we were wanting to see an actual DCUO 2, that means that for a year or a year 2, we wouldn't actually see anything. we wouldn't see a damn thing whatsoever from any new content. Maybe some bug fixes, but that's a whole year or 2 years of no content coming to DCUO while they're working on making that number 2. Oh, the chapter 2. Oh, the chapter 2 thing. I mean, Fortnite chapter 2, it's still fucking Fortnite. I mean, technically, we get brand new maps almost every episode. I don't really even call Fortnite Chapter 2 much of a revamp. It's still Fortnite. They put a Chapter 2 on it just to make it storytelling and to put that marketing of new. I played some of Star Wars Galaxies, but I played so little of it, I do not really have many thoughts on it. Many memories, I don't really have much. I do remember the update that kind of broke the game where everybody can be a Jedi. I remember that. I remember even reading reports on that, but I wasn't playing at the time. Watching Mandalorian brings back those memories. Oh, that's nice. So how many more times do you think they will sell Daybreak? Well, I mean, it wasn't really like Daybreak didn't really get sold. It's like EG7 came in and bought them. They came and bought them. EG7 came in with 300 million, just like, what's up? You're ours. It's like, okay, let's go ahead and give me the money. Let's do this. But again, like even through the acquisition, it's still going to be Daybreak Games. It's still going to be the same name. Still going to be the publisher of EverQuest, PlanetSide 2, DCUO, Lord of the Rings Online, and like other games as well. And remember, Daybreak also did acquire. That's the word I want to say was acquire. They also did acquire, what was it, Cold Iron Studios, who's making that new Alien game. So even that is still under the umbrella too. That's happening. But I mean, DCO2, it's gonna be like base. The only thing that DCO2 would even really do is maybe update the graphics, update the engine greatly, but it's gonna be the same game. And they can definitely change out the combat system, but I really don't see them changing the combat system. The combat system is actually what sells the game. Who? What's that there? Carlin says fix PvP. That's not going to happen. And some asshole, I'm going to call it out too because I don't give a fuck. Some asshole actually even tweeted on her in the reply. It's like, ooh, yes, looks like PvP is finally going to get fixed. Fuck you. It's not her fault. I mean, it's a 10-year-old game with even older code. And sadly, the new changes are more for the PvE side, and PvE sells. PvP, especially MMOs, don't. And that's my story. I'm sticking to it. And yeah, PvP definitely needs to be worked on, needs to be fixed, and hopefully maybe the new creative director has some ideas that can make it work. Who knew? Who knows? We can only try. Is that I'm gonna go with the H is silent. So Tet Coco, thank you so much for the follow. Come over from Facebook, much appreciated. That alert is really small. This isn't really like that's not the normal alert. I don't know what happened there. Gotta fix that. But that's it for me. I just wanted to just give my notes and thoughts on SJ's leaving, on the acquisition, and. At the moment, we're just going to have to wait to hear back from lead producer Panderas and see what 2021 is going to hold in store for DCUO. Can't wait to see it. Only way for them to fix everything is to do a full remaster teardown of the game. Very true. But it's a good time to play a WoW. I mean, it's whatever. I mean, every time's a good time to play a WoW, to be honest. But a full remastered teardown of the game, and Gary, like, literally, a teardown of the game would literally actually mean a year or 2 years of no content coming to the current version of DCUO. You would see probably some bug fixes, but you would see nothing whatsoever. World of Warcraft is able to do it because they have a Team A and a Team B that work on expansions as they go. Like right now, as an example, I'm just going to go with Team B. Team B is probably working on their next expansion, while Team A is working on this expansion and fixing it and all that stuff and getting prepared for their next expansion. So, I mean, they have teams that go back and forth with it. I doubt Dimensional Ink Games really has that capability, which isn't a bad thing either. I mean, they're working on the next few episodes, so it's here. But agreed, the code for the game is definitely old. We definitely see it. But the workarounds that the developers have done, and just a big shout out to fucking Oceans for these fucking chromas and the rest of the art team. The art team, you guys are fucking busting it. It's been great. The workarounds and the additional coding that they were able to do, much power to them, and it's been working. I definitely want some changes done, I'll tell you that. But scared to get into another money game? I mean, the only money you really spend on World of Warcraft is just just the subscription. And I have an Amazon credit card for that. I'm optimistic that we will get console mergers and name reclaims with a new company. Don't do that, Dave. No one wants that. No one absolutely wants that. The people who do want that, they weren't here for the first one, and they're fucking it up. New money equals no resources and new ideas. That doesn't make sense either. That doesn't make sense. Like, new money actually brings in resources and ideas. And again, coming from the press release, DCUO actually sounds profitable. Who knew? Thanks, Artifacts. That's what they said about DCO. Then bam, my wallet. Oh, you mean new? Okay. No, DCO definitely came into dipping into the wallet. They definitely came into that. I don't want to blame Jack, but I mean, business is business. But like, fuck, calm it down. Calm it down, Jackster. Please. Woof. I get price exhaustion just by logging into DCUO sometimes. Just, okay, gotta level up my artifact. Well, can't do it. How many hours do I have to play in this game to get this? Oh, I need a sale of completion. Let's go to the marketplace. Woo. Oh my goodness. This is just too much. It's wallet exhaustion. Bring it back, calm it down, simmer it. Simmer. But all right, guys, that's gonna be it for me. I will be back streaming on Thursday. May or may not be trying to actually jump into that. What's that thing called? Immortal Rising Phoenix from Ubisoft. Kinda interested, and I'm still subbed up with the Ubisoft like Uplay stuff. So it's like, been playing a little bit of Legions. It's actually been pretty chill. And haven't gotten into Valhalla yet, but that might be something coming down. But just fun. So I might try and jump into that on the Thursday night or something. But I definitely know Thursday I'm going to try and jump into some DCO as well to have a discussion. Everybody likes a discussion, so we can talk about the day before it happens, the DCO speed run, and my thoughts on that, because all 7 of you definitely love hearing my thoughts. And of course, can't forget my bots. Thanks, bots, for being here. But all right, guys, you have yourselves a great time. I just released a video on YouTube. It's basically a DCO discussion on a possible CR squish, combat rating squish. It was one that I recorded back in October that apparently I never released. So I released it tonight. So yay! Thanks, YouTubes. But thank you, Facebook. Thank you, Twitch. Thank you, YouTube for the stream. And I will see you guys on Thursday for some DCUO and probably some Phoenix if I have time. You guys take care. Have a good night. And once again, SJ, thank you so much for your work on DCUO. And good luck to EG7 and Daybreak Games for the acquisition. Just do good. Just do good.